Alright, so good morning everyone. I'm currently going to work and at the same time test driving this car I was landed. It is a Volkswagen GTI 2010 and it has some small mods, like simple mods I guess. I think you can consider them as simple mods. First of all, it is Stage 2 by APR. So we currently have 278 horsepower and 341 pounds-feet of torque, which is a lot of torque. And we have also a Billy Boat downpipe. We also have a Catback Magnaflow, and also what else? We also have some reinforcement for the handling structure, such as a Unibrace under the car. It is a red one. We also have not KW, but I mean ST Coilovers, which is basically KWV1 Coilovers, but without the purple yellow painted on the coilovers, and they get easier to rust compared to the KW1 V1, because they aren't painted and they're made of another material which is slightly not as salt or winterproof. But anyways, this car has never seen any winters ever since it was bought brand new. So far so good. I really appreciate and enjoy the build quality on the Volkswagen GTI. Everything is solid. A lot of the upper top parts in the cabin is soft touch, and the lower bottom, some of them are harder plastics. So the front brakes has been changed for racing ones. The brake pads are Hawk HPS, and they do scream whenever I only brake slightly. It actually prefers me to brake harder because of the racing brakes material. And let me say, so far this car pulls. I'm on third gear, for example, right here. Already over 130. That was quick. Another thing I really like about the GTI is it's very, very daily drivable. First of all, on cruise control, going at 120 kilometers per hour, that's about 70 miles per hour, I believe, and I'm getting around 8.5 liters per 100, which is pretty good considering the amount of power I'm getting. All this fuel economy is due to the fact that I'm below 3,000 RPM, which is the boost, I guess, which is most cars are the boost RPM around 3,500. So whenever I'm at 3,500 RPM, the turbo just kicks in. Now, for example, I'm at 3,000, not much power, but see, around 3,500, I would say, or 3,600, the RPM. So around 3,500, I would say, or 3,600, the full power will come in, the full boost of its turbo. So right now we're at 278 horsepower and 341 pounds-feet of torque, which is quite a lot for a daily driving car. But all the power comes in the mid-range, and the maximum redline RPM is about 6,000, which is 1,000 less than my 240 SX. So it doesn't take much to be at the red line, and it also doesn't take much to be at full horsepower, so which is good, because you don't want it to rev too high. It takes too much time to rev too high, of course, just like the S2000, for example. So like I said, so far the build quality on this car is I'm very impressed. Everything is solid, it's good quality. It's not made in Mexico. Sorry for people who likes the Jettas, but the GTIs is made in Germany. A lot of the parts are made in Germany as well, so it's a very nice quality car. It is not a cheap car. For example, if I compare it to a Honda Civic, which for me it's a best comparison because they were probably in the same price range back in 2010, and even so now the Honda Civic Si and the GTI are very similar price ranges. And there's also Ford Focus RS, which is also, or ST, which is also plays in this very similar price range for the people. So right now I'm just gonna completely stop it. I like to turn off the traction control. Let's go. All right. Alright, lots of power as you can see, and the front wheels are not having very good traction, and on top of that it is currently using Michelin Pilot Sport tires. So imagine if I had even cheaper tires, then my traction will be even less. There's also a lot of wheel hop and the torque steer, on this car, especially when turbo engages or I get the boost, full boost. You can see me struggling, not struggling, but I mean you can see me trying to keep this thing straight because of its, because of the amount of the torque it produces right away, almost instantly. Not instantly, but I mean it just comes in so quickly that you have to keep your steering straight. It feels stocked, but not stock. Stage 2 does steer a lot, and it can definitely feel the wheel hop. So no matter how big rubbers you have in the front, you still need to upgrade those bushings in the front, on the steering, on the engine mounts as well. I believe the engine mounts has been changed on this car, so maybe imagine if he didn't change the the engine rubbers bushings on this car, then it'll be even worse. So I'm not a very Volkswagen guy, but the GTI is definitely impressive in terms of pricing, especially for 2010. You don't necessarily have to cruise on 6th gear. Sometimes 5th gear is okay, or the 4th gear. How about that? A lot of power. 4th gear, man. Usually 4th gear is not that much powerful, especially on a small car like this, but the GTI is definitely one of the best, daily driving car you can drive. I haven't driven Audis yet and BMWs, but so far the Volkswagen GTI is an amazing car for its price. My friend is currently selling this car, to be honest, for 15 grand, I believe, and with all these mods, okay, and that's an amazing price for what it is, and it only has barely 45,000 kilometers, which is not a lot. That's barely like 30,000 miles, that's like nothing, man. It's a 2010, so in this 7 years you barely have driven 50,000 kilometers, which is not a lot. Alright, so we have a quick turn here. I'm just gonna downshift to 5th and 4th. It takes it really well whenever I downshift the car. The handling is amazing as well. Shifting points are really nice. Very nice transmission as well. It's not as clunky or mechanical as a Honda transmission, but you do know which gear you're at and in, and it feels smooth. It's less clunky. I don't know how to say it, but in the Honda you can feel like it's like hard, not hard, but you know you're in the right gear. It's harder, but on the other hand, in the GTI, it's smoother. I find it's really a transmission made for you to be in the how do you say it, in the traffic or in the daily driving experience. Yeah. So 33,000 RPM. Let's go. Pretty fast. So for the stage 2, currently it is the mapping is for 93 octane, which is expensive. So whenever the gas is like 120, for example, $1.20 per liter, the regular one. So the 93 octane is about 155, 150. So that's like, I don't know, 25-30% more than the regular fuel. But on the other hand, on the normal Volkswagen, I mean non-turbo, you don't get that smile on your face. So as you can see, there's a lot of torque steer on this car, but definitely it's worth the fun. In summary, the Golf GTI, even the 2010, I know it's been 7 years already, but it is an amazing daily driven car, and you can easily mod it to get more power. There's a lot of aftermarket support for it. It has great power for the cost you're paying. It has it has great fuel economy, especially on the highway. If you don't stage 2, I'm pretty sure you can beat the 8.5 average on the highway. Also, it has very decent build quality for what it is. It is still a hatchback. It is not a high-end car, so for what it is pretty high quality if I compare it to the Japanese cars, because I'm a huge Japanese cars fan, and which is pretty cool, to be honest. And so yeah, if you guys are looking for all these 5 factors, I would strongly suggest the Golf GTI. I'm not sure if I have to say Golf GTI, but let's say Volkswagen GTI. Yeah, it was an amazing experience, and I really enjoyed it. Also, it's 6-speed manual transmission. It is not the DSG. Maybe the DSG I would like it a bit more because I don't have to shift. But anyways, it's always good to know how to shift, right? And I hope you guys enjoyed the short video, and have a great day, guys. Don't forget to like the video and maybe subscribe if you like my kind of videos. I'll see you when I do another video, but I hope you guys have a great day. Oh, I'm gonna put the traction control so no one knows I'm beating the car.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight.